Have you ever driven one of those?
A Lamborghini?
A Lamborghini or a Ferrari?
Have you?
Of course I have driven.
What?
Yes.
Where did you get the chance to drive?
Back in Mexico.
What?
Welcome back to your source of weekly entertainment and goodness. And remember, it's always a good day for a good day. You're listening to College Culture with Sufy.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first episode of College Culture. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Today is going to be a special day since it's the first episode, and I am so honored to have our guest here. He is a Ridgewater ambassador. He's a student senate member, and he is a member of the rodeo club, our very own Juan Santiago Espinoza. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm honored to have you here. I do have a question though. How was your day today?
Oh, it's going perfect. Today in the morning, it was a little bit cold, but I think it's starting to warm up, so I think it's going great.
Heck yeah, that's what I like to hear. Tell us about yourself.
Well, I'm a Ridgewater ambassador, part of Student Senate. I'm also part of the rodeo club. I'm the rodeo club liaison.
Nice.
I try to be the most involved I can at the college, and well, I love being here at Ridgewater.
I see you everywhere. I see you always at the events. I see you, putting your foot forward. That's why when I wanted to join the Senate, I see you, Caleb, other people. It got me really excited about being involved. I do have to ask you, what's your fuel in life? What's your motivation?
My motivation, I think the motivation that I have, it's every day to be better. I want to have a great future for me, for my children, for anyone that's coming up in my life. I think that my fuel is just to give a smile to everyone and, be happy.
I like that. It's a positive message. Can I ask, how old are you? You said about kids. You having kids anytime soon?
Not yet, but someday. And I'm 20.
20. Okay. I do have to ask you, this is a very serious question. I know we're getting right into the meat of it, but Nickelodeon or Cartoon Network? We've been having this debate off camera.
That's a good one, and I would probably go with Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon?
Yes, sir.
Any favorite shows from Nickelodeon?
Not really, but I think I like Nickelodeon better.
Okay, for me, it's gonna have to be Cartoon Network. For me, Adventure Time, Uncle Grandpa, stuff like that got me fueled for that show and that network. Here's another question. This is the main point for our podcast episode, talk show today. What does college culture mean to you?
That's a really good question, and I think that college culture is the thing that makes college. It's that part of the student life, what every student thinks. It gives us a sense of being part of a place. That's what I think that college culture is.
What's your favorite part about going to college?
My favorite part of going to college is meeting people. And as I said, giving the best of myself.
Okay. I do have to ask. There's so many colleges in Minnesota and the country. What made you pick Ridgewater?
Well, it's an interesting story. It's been a long trip to get here, but my cousins study here at Ridgewater, and since my educational goals are, I think they're more able to be accomplished here at Ridgewater in the United States because I'm also I'm Mexican. So I think that my goals would be completed if I came here to study. That's why I came all the way to Ridgewater.
Where are you from originally, anyway?
I'm like 2 hours north from Mexico City, and it's a state called Querétaro.
Okay. Nice. All right. I do have to ask, are there any events going on for the rodeo club coming up?
Oh yeah, we have the watch party, which we are gonna rent the cafeteria here at the Wilmer campus, and we are gonna stream live a rodeo.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, that's really nice. There's gonna be popcorn, there's gonna be pizza and other stuff going on.
Okay, sounds fun. Another question: if you could pick one thing that you could change about college, what would it be?
I think probably here at Ridgewater, I would change D2L.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing that I don't like about the college. The platform D2L, I don't like it.
I 110% agree. I could not said it better myself. Having to hop on those discussions It's time consuming. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
The app is a little janky, but it's what we have. It's what we have to use.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your message to the world? All to the millions of listeners on right here. If you could say something to them, what would you say?
I would say that every day above ground is great, and that if you give the best of yourself, maybe the problems that are around you are not as important, and you can always give more.
Hey, that's a pretty good message. Okay. I do have another question for you. Besides Ridgewater, are there any other schools in the future that you're looking forward to and something you want to go for?
Well, I have plenty of universities in mind. Probably A&M, Texas. I was also thinking Oregon University.
Okay.
And looking way more beyond of my expectations could be Duke University.
Okay.
So going for the major leagues.
Not bad, not bad. Are there anything coming up for Student Senate that maybe some of the students here should know about? I think we have a food drive coming up.
I think we do have a food drive coming up. There's also some events around the college, maybe the drive-in, the movie night.
That's true.
But yeah, I think we are gonna organize getting food donated.
Yep.
To the Student Senate. Yeah.
Nice. I guess let me answer some of these questions myself. I say my favorite part of going to Ridgewater would definitely be the student life, the community. I think I didn't expect coming here would be so. It's like fun to come here in the morning. During COVID time, everybody was by themselves. Nobody wanted to talk to anybody. Everybody kind of wanted to be like online. And I like the in-person aspect of being at Ridgewater. Like I can hear people playing pool right now. Everyone's at the lunchroom having a good time. I think a few days ago we had bingo, which I won a few prizes. It was pretty fun. So let me ask. This is really important. This is past college and universities and all that. What's your favorite food? Tell us a lot about a person. You know what I mean?
I'm Mexican.
Okay.
And I'm not gonna lie, I love tacos, but probably my favorite food is brisket.
Ooh.
Like a good grill out with brisket, that would be the perfect food for me.
It's the good stuff.
Yes,
Dang,
sir.
Okay. I have a question. For brisket, do you like throw it on a grill or do you like close the grill? What do you do? How do you make brisket? I don't know.
So my dad and me have been doing brisket for a while already. And usually you wake up in the morning, we usually leave it smoking. So you get your brisket put inside of the grill, and you leave it. You only turn on the smoker though. You don't turn on the whole grill.
Yeah.
And then you close it and leave it smoking for about. We leave it 24 hours or 12 hours at least.
Okay.
Yes. But first you have to marinate it and put the seasonings on. Yes.
Nice. Okay. Besides favorite food, what's like one of your favorite movies that you watched recently?
Ooh.
You know?
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a action guy, so probably John Wick.
Ooh.
John Wick is one of my favorite movies. He's an incredible guy.
I agree. You ever see that clip from him when what is it, Cyberpunk? You're breathtaking or something like that. I don't know if you know that clip. No.
No, I've never seen it. I'm not a
Gaming.
social media person. And
You
gaming.
play video games or not?
Of course, I play video games, but
What do you play?
to be honest, I only play one video game, and it's Call of Duty. Since I was a kid, I've been playing Call of Duty.
Which one though? The new one?
I've been playing Warzone recently because I don't know. I think it's one of the coolest Call of Duties, but I can also say Black Ops 3 and Modern Warfare 3 too.
Have you played Cold War that came out 2 years back?
I played Cold War, and I think that it was not that good, but it wasn't bad.
Vanguard?
Vanguard.
I've never touched it, but I heard it was trash. That's what I heard. I don't know, but I heard people did not like it. For me, if you guys ever check out this movie, it's in theaters right now called Smile. The trailers look like it's not the best movie, but man, that movie, the sound effects, the CGI, the actors, I would see it again. I give that movie an 8 out of 10. It's a really good horror film. If you guys are watching, you guys should go see it.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Another question. Would you rather go into the future to see your descendants, or would you rather go in the past to see your ancestors? If you could go which way? Like 200 years in the future or past?
So I actually thought this through before, and I think I would go to the past because the past is to learn about your story, and every story repeats itself in the future. So I would say that I would learn from other people's mistakes and like my history, my background,
Mhm.
and then I think I would come to the same time
Mhm.
and then be the best that I can be.
That is a great answer. I asked other people that question, everybody was like, the future, so I can see if they like me or not. That's what other people said. That's also my answer as well, but that's a much better answer than that. Yeah, that's what she's smart. Go in the past, learn about what people did, the patterns, and learn from them. Actually, I think it's a really good life lesson, like learning from other people's mistakes instead of like I know yourself. That's like one of the biggest things to move forward is to have a mistake, try something, have a mistake, learn from it, move past it. But learning from other people's mistakes, that's also pretty good.
Yes, sir.
Ford or Chevy?
Ooh,
That's a toughie.
I would say
I gotta go with Chevy.
GMCs are Chevy built, so I like GMCs a lot.
Mhm.
But I also love the Ford Raptor, so I would go with Ford definitely.
Ford. Okay, I'm going with Chevy because I'm thinking about just their regular cars. But we're talking about trucks.
Well, if we're talking about trucks, I would get the GMC Sierra for
Okay.
sure.
Yep.
But like, I also love the Raptor, so
Yeah. Hey, Jeep or Bronco? You know the Ford Bronco? I've been
Yeah.
seeing them everywhere around town now.
yeah.
So,
Well, the new Bronco
Yeah.
and the new Jeeps, or like the old ones.
I'd say, what do you feel about for both? For me, I like the old Jeep and I like the new Bronco.
Okay,
How about you?
I like the new Bronco if it's modified, like
Yeah.
all terrain, like
Mm.
huge wheels and stuff. I mean,
Lifted.
that lifted for
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
I think that would look better. But I don't know. The classics are the classics, man.
Very true. Dream car. If you had to pick any car in the world from the past to the future, what's a dream car of yours? You know what I mean?
I got 3 dream cars.
Oh, snap. Okay.
I got the GMC Sierra
Yeah.
AT4 heavy duty.
Okay.
I would get a Ford Mustang, but it's a Boss 429, I think it is.
Ooh, okay.
A Boss for Mustang,
Mhm.
and a Challenger. I want
Nice.
Challenger so bad.
I mess with Challengers. I like Challengers.
Yeah.
For me, bro, it's like a Hellcat Scat Pack Challenger wide body, or I would love an electric, like a supercar, an electric supercar.
Like the new car.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know what it is, but they look sick because their 0 to 60 is like nuts. It's like
Yeah.
what, like 2-3 seconds? It's ridiculous. The Ferrari shop. Interesting story. Me and my cousin went to a Ferrari shop in Bloomington the
Yeah.
other day, and they were showing us these cars in the middle of the what do they call that inside of a dealership, the showroom. They showed us this $890,000 hybrid Ferrari. Bruh, that thing was just magnificent. So if I had to pick a dream car, man, Ferrari, something like that, and they're telling us that not anybody can just buy it. You can't just be rich and buy it. You have to have a relationship with Ferrari. That's the only way to buy it. I don't know what this has to do with college culture, but this is how the conversation's going.
But still, like, I think
Yeah.
cars are definitely important for college culture because, like, I know there's a lot of people that have.
Our school has an auto body. A lot of people care about cars here, I feel like.
Yeah, a lot of people like cars, and I would say between Ferrari and Lamborghini.
Yeah.
Ferrari is a classic, and it's fine, detailed. But I think Lamborghini is just like a beast of car. You know, I think it looks really nice.
Like a Lamb truck, or are you talking about the actual Lamborghini?
No, the actual Lamborghini, the SUV, I do like it, but it's a little bit too much. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like.
It's almost like a regular car.
Yeah, for sure.
The Ferrari, the Lambos, man, they are like off. They're so close off the ground. It's fantastic.
Have you ever driven one of those?
So close a Lamborghini?
A Lamborghini or a Ferrari?
Have you?
Of course, I have driven.
What?
Yes.
Where did you get the chance to drive?
Back in Mexico.
What?
I went to this what is it called? Like a mall.
Yeah.
Because we called them plaza over there, but it was like a mall.
Yeah.
And this guy, we were just talking, and he was like, "Well, yeah, I have a Ferrari," and I was like, "Oh, great, that's super cool." And he was like, "You want to go see it?" And I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Then he told me, "Do you want to drive it?" I was like, "Of course, I want to drive it," and that's why I drove my first Ferrari.
Oh my god, how was it? You know?
It feels so comfortable.
Okay.
I think the car has a really nice like seats and stuff, and I think that the power that the engine has, it's another level.
Is it like ridiculous? Because I know that.
Not ridiculous because it feels different. It feels different.
Okay. Wow. That if I had a chance to drive a Ferrari or like a Lambo, I'm taking it immediately. I think the craziest car I ever drove was like it was an Audi supercar, and it was like you know when you stop on one of those cars, those supercars or muscle cars, they have what is that thing when you go super slow to super quick fast? I don't know what it's called. Like the drag mode or something like that. Jump start. The point is, we hit it, and he said, hit the clutch, hit the brake, and let go, and slam on the pedal. We flew, man. Oh my god,
Yeah.
it was crazy. I think my last question for you, this interview, is if there's something that you wish you knew before you started college, what do you wish you knew? You know?
I wish I knew that the college has so good people around. I was really scared of getting to Ridgewater at first because like I come from another country. So like I was scared of how people would be, how the teachers will teach, and like I think you don't have to be scared about anything. Teachers are great, people are good. The whole like student life is a really like, good community, and that's one of the things that I would like to know before I came here.
Well said. Letting people know that this place is a safe place. You can feel comfortable. There are people that you can rely on. Yeah. That's not really on the website. That this place is great. Well, I'm honored that you were here. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day. Cause man, you know how long it took us to schedule. No,
it was a long schedule. You guys took me in my 3 minutes of.
It worked though. It worked. So I appreciate it so much. Guys, I have an idea because it's our first episode. We're kind of trying out things. You guys remember those ice bucket challenge from a few years ago?
Yeah.
Somebody would nominate somebody else the moment they do it. It'd be LeBron, and he'd be like, "I nominate Steph Curry." So, if you could nominate anybody to be on the show next, who would you nominate, and why? And this is not necessarily saying they will be on the show. It's just if you had somebody in mind, you know.
I would probably nominate maybe Will Bauman, economics professor. He has a lot to say to the people.
Okay, yeah, we will definitely look into that. We'll let him know. Thank you so much.
Thank you for your time.
I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll be right back. That was the very first episode. Oh my God, I am so appreciative of Santi for hopping on. Guys, we're still figuring out some of the things in the podcast.
Yeah, this is just our first podcast. We're just setting it up. This is like first episode. We're still getting on it. We're getting hanging up.
We're like figuring out the inner workings of a podcast.
Yeah. This might not be our permanent setup, but we'll get to getting there.
Yeah, right now we're just in a room in Ridgewater upstairs. We're working on trying to get our own studio here, a nice space for us to record, have a spot where we don't have to set up the camera every time. By the way, if you are interested in being interviewed, all you have to do is go to the Instagram, College Culture at Sufy. All you have to do is send us a DM and just give us your name, first name, last name, and just what did you like about the first episode? Just let us know. We'll talk to you back. We'll go back and forth with people. So far, I think that was a great interview.
Awesome,
and
amazing.
We got to talk about this. What is the goal for College Culture, the podcast, the talk show? I think the goal for this is giving people more exposure. I think grabbing one of our students, he's an ambassador, rodeo club member, student senate member. That's a perfect representation of the people who go here. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, we'll more people from outside of the school, maybe even come down here.
Yeah, like people in the community. We are definitely excited for next week because we're definitely going to be a little bit more prepared to tackle what it is about a podcast, all the setting up and stuff, make it a little more professional. But I just want to say thank you so much if you're listening to this right now. Also, let me know where you're listening to this from, like Spotify, YouTube, SoundCloud. Where are you listening to this from? I'd love to know. And any last words?
Hit the subscribe button, guys. You know what to do.
Hit the sub button because that's what gives us fuel.
You gotta do it.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next week with College Culture. Peace.